Hey everybody, welcome back to the Berger Creek Homestead. It's been a minute since I've posted on YouTube, but if you've followed along with our Facebook page, Berger Creek Homestead, you've seen a lot of the stuff that we've been up to. But if you haven't, behind me is our freshly finished greenhouse that we haven't stocked yet with plants or a raised bed or anything yet, but it is finished. And we've added a bull to our cattle. We've got meat chickens right now. This is our second year doing feeder pigs. We've got an established garden now. There's a lot of stuff going on, but I want to show you one of the things that we've made as an investment this year to continue with our work towards self-sufficiency in terms of food production for our livestock. Okay, so this is our Case 130 square baler. It's about a 70-year-old square baler, and we bought it at a recent auction along with a rake, a sickle bar mower, and a tractor. The reason we bought this baler is because, well, first of all, it went in our price range, and secondly, the consignor says that he used it last year to make hay. So I know that it's at least very close to working condition. And I've got it started. It's got an old Wisconsin engine on it, and it's about, I think, a 16 horsepower, 14 horsepower. Not real big, but it doesn't take a whole lot to run this, and it's an old 70-year-old engine that runs fantastically. Moving over here, this is the tractor that we purchased. A lot of people recognize this. This is a Alice Chalmer WD, and it's also in working running condition. We actually drove it home with the square baler behind it. It runs really, really well. It had a fuel clog in the filter, but otherwise, yeah, it runs great. So it's kind of neat the way it works. To the left of your column is your hydraulics. To the right of your column is your throttle. So now it has more throttle than here. And we've of course got your clutch and your brakes like any tractor. But here is a hand clutch. So right now it's engaged. It'll run just like any other tractor. You can feather it or you can completely disengage it. With it completely disengaged, now your PTO stays running and your drivetrain stops. And that apparently helps with making hay and other things too, but making hay. When you get into a big patch of hay, I guess it'll help out with that. And of course you have your shifter. Now you have your PTO is way down here, so that's kind of inconvenient. I wish it was, you know, close to me. But let's see, you have, interestingly, your tag in the way here. Interestingly, you have your choke and your starter. So let's see it run here. Your ignition needs to be on. That's just this knob is off, on. So now our ignition's on. We have a little bit of throttle. We'll pull out with the choke and with the starter at the same time because it's a cold start. Should start right up. So that's low idle right here. Really, really runs well. So stop it. We just take our ignition, push it in. Now we're stopped. Really, really good running tractor, especially for the age. So we bought a tractor and we bought a hay baler, a rake, and a sickle mower. Really fair priced items for what it's going to do for us. In 3 years of haying about 3 acres, we'll have recouped our cost of hay. And then from that point forward, it's just profit. But if I want to do more than 3 acres, if I want to do 15 acres, I'll recoup the cost and then some in the first year. So it's really, really worth it to us. Now our herd is only 4 cattle and of course rabbits, which don't take up hardly anything. But it's still really nice to have that security. So we don't have to go out looking for hay, relying on other people for hay. So that's one thing. So the other thing that we've done is we have started the steps of getting into doing small scale wheat production. So, and that's WHEAT, not the other one, but wheat production for our livestock and also for us. So to have enough wheat to supply everything we need for our house in a year, we need almost an acre. And to supplement, and that's not like full year supply of just wheat, we're not going to feed our animals just wheat all the time, but to supplement their diet with wheat, we figure we want at least 1 to 2 more acres of that. So we're going to try for between 2 and 3 acres for the first year. And to do this, we actually bought an old Alice Chalmer all crop harvester. And I can't off the top of my head remember what model it was. There's several of them, but it's a pull type harvester. And we'll pull it right behind this WD. So we'll have Alice Chalmer hooked to Alice Chalmer, but it's able to harvest just like a combine, any other combine would, harvest wheat, any other grain, oat, barley. It'll also harvest clover seed, and it's got the ability to do beans as well. So a lot of versatility on that. And they were really, really popular about 50 years ago and 40 years ago. They were one of the most common harvesters on the market. And so I know there's a lot of parts available, and I know that people liked them, and they were obviously must have been good pieces of equipment, how popular they were. So we're going to start that, probably plant winter wheat in the fall. We'll start harvesting next spring. And I have to go pick that up. When I do that, I can make another video and show you guys kind of ins and outs of that thing, because it's really cool. But that's all for now. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. God bless.